Good day. Today I'm going to be installing some RGB LED rock lights onto my 2021 Jeep Sahara Unlimited in Chief Blue. Jeep. Here's one of the first mods I will be doing. Like I said, it's the RGB LED rock lights. I purchased them from A&Auto. I have a 12% coupon code that you can use on the link of this video. It saves you 12% off, and the code is MANGO392. Let's move on and see if we can get these installed on here. Okay, so now that I have the fuse link attached to the red wire with the butt connector, this red will be going to your positive on your battery. Usually there's an area on the Jeep right here you could put it. Make sure you're on your positive. Your negative is the black. Will be on the black negative side of the battery. I'm going to install it right here. And your Bluetooth box that I was talking about that you had connected to it, I just used tie wraps and tie wrapped it to here. Then you have this connection. That goes on to the big long wires. You divide up the wires. You notice that it splits into two long lengths. Split it into the left side of the car and the right side of the car. As you run down the wire, sorry, just holding, you'll get to this point where that's going to connect to the RGB rock light. That's going to be your first one at the front wheel. Then the longer wire all the way down attached to it is going to go down underneath the Jeep. I will be going on to that after. For the other side, like I said, you split the wire up. I ran the wire up along the top. Make sure it's not near a hot area, just not hanging down onto something hot. I ran the wire across. It's the same idea. The one wire is going to go to the front wheel. Then the longer wire is going to go along the bottom of the vehicle to the back. What I did here is, in the Jeep or a truck or any vehicle, look for an opening on the right side, on the driver's side. See the hole down there? See how you can, right down there, you can see the ground? That's where I ran the wire down. It's hanging down, and you should see it right there. That'll be your front rock light for the driver's side. Then you'll see the wire, the long extended length here underneath the Jeep for now till I tie it up and we get to the back. There's lots of wire that comes along with it. That's at the end of the wire where you're going to put the back wheel RGB light. So we'll start getting that tucked in. Okay, so now I have those long wires attached to the Bluetooth box here, tucked in here. And like I said, I ran the wire across the top, tucked it down into the wheel well. On this side, I found a little hole, like I said earlier, just down in there. It came down through the fender. In behind, under here, here's your wire. Sorry for the blurriness. There's your front wheel connector. That's going up there. We're going to place it up there, connect it. Then the longer wire is going to run across the bottom of the frame of the Jeep to the back. Now, you'll have to get under your vehicle and just find a place to tie wrap it. I see some holes here, but you want to be up higher because if you're driving your Jeep off-road, you're going to be banging it and you don't want the wires to get hit. So I would attach it up above, not down low here, up here all the way across to the back. So we're going to tie wrap some on all the way to the back across this piece now. Now that we have the wires ran across underneath and tie wrapped lightly, not tight, just so you can still move this around. We're going to have to figure out where we're going to be putting the rock lights. This was all about getting the wires there so you can get the rock lights in. We're complete at the part that we have it all tucked in. See, this is where the rock light's going to plug in. It will be put somewhere there. Same on this side. And at the back, you see the wire. Now, I went over to your red and black wire. Your black, like I said earlier, is going to connect to your ground. I had a nut here, so I connected it here. There's my fuse link with the red wire going to the positive. I just had a bolt right there that I was able to connect it to. I didn't put the fuse in yet. We'll do that after, once we get things connected. I would recommend, though, testing it on the battery at the beginning to see if your lights work. You don't want to go through all this whole process, find out the lights don't work, and you got to return them. But after you test them and you know they're working, unhook the fuse just to be safe, just so you don't short something out. See, this is how I connected it here after I had my ground and positive in. That's all tucked in. Now we'll move on to getting the rock lights in. Well, I have all the wires ran. I don't have the tie wraps all tightened down, but it's tucked into the Jeep all around. I just have the RGB LED rock lights sitting on the tires. I'm going to wait till it gets darker, so I will be able to place them where I think they will be in a great area. Don't want to do it now and then find out I have to move them. But they're not that hard. As you can see, they're just waiting for darkness to show up. I'll just have to screw them into the wheel shroud underneath there. Then they should be nice and bright. To be continued. Okay, now we're at the front of the Jeep. I made my 2 holes. I'm just going to show before I have it tie wrapped. See how that goes? You just measure where you want it. Then you just drill 2 holes, run your tie wraps through. Then, this is the wire that's going to connect to the wire down here that you fed through. You're just going to drill a hole here, feed it through, and then connect it. And then tuck it in behind here, tie wrap, and tighten these wires, tie it up to here, and you're good. Then you go on to the next wheel well. Okay, so now I'm on my last wheel well at the back. I have the wire ran underneath here. Remember, we tied them all down but kept them loose. Now, this is the wire right here. I just connected it to a little, you can hook it up to a string or a rope or a tie. Just make sure it's a long piece. And just place it down. You pull all the clips out first. Then where you know where you're going to be running your wire from your rock light, make it big enough that that plug can fit through. You make the hole, you run your string through here, slide it down to here. It'll come out hanging from the side. What you do then is just pull this string up, and it should pull that cord all the way up to here, and then you can just feed it through and you'll get the wire through there. Then you can connect it to your rock light. So that's a trick there. That's how I'm getting it through. You could run your arm in behind there and that, but it's kind of hard to get in behind there. It all depends on what truck or Jeep or what you're working on with. But with this, that's the trick that I'm doing. Okay, give it a try. It should help you out. And here we go. They are completed. This is how they look. They illuminate pretty good. So they were purchased from Mayanuto. Coupon code is MANGO392 for 12% off on anything on their website. Go check them out. Hope this install video helped you out, and see you next time on the next install. Later. Look at the glow of that.